Okay. Hey, cuties. I am going live and I am first going to talk about. Well, this is a cute chat. I want to jump in here and talk about pieces of the Sisters finale, y'all. I am late as I can be. Okay. But so if I don't have anybody to join, that's okay. Y'all can play it back. But I wanted to jump in here and talk about your boy Rich, Sabrina, and Penelope. This is what stood out to me. One of the moments of the Sisters finale, y'all. Now, see, all along, I was talking about Rich was, now, in my opinion, I was talking about Rich was being selfish. So, for those who do not know, who's not following, every step of the way of the Sister Series, season 8. So, Rich and Sabrina, a couple, right? Sabrina decides that she wants to have kids. She initially went to her boyfriend, Rich. He made it perfectly clear that he did not want any kids. Okay? He was dead set on it, y'all. He did not want any kids. Okay? So Sabrina took it upon herself and she wanted to, I guess, freeze her eggs so that when she is ready to have kids, she can do that before it's, too late for her to do that. So she, sought out sperm donors and she found a handsome sperm donor that works with her. Damani. Is that his name? Damani? Yeah. Hey, y'all, welcome in. Welcome to the chat. Don't leave me. But highlighting right now one of the moments from the Sisters finale, Rich, Sabrina, and Penelope. So, getting back to Sabrina and Rich. So, Sabrina found, a donor. Rich, once he learned that Sabrina found a donor and he put his eyes on this handsome man, he wasn't too comfortable with her. He wasn't too comfortable with her letting this guy donate his goods to her. So of course he was a little insecure. Now, if y'all agree with me, let me know down in the chat. Was Rich a little insecure about Sabrina, using the handsome Damani's sperm donation? So that's when Rich really got on board to be her sperm donor. So she put the money to the side and they was going through the testing and Rich could not be a sperm donor because of his trait, or what was the trait that he had? The sickle cell trait, right? So he was not able to do it. So now Sabrina is left with the decision, do I continue this process? Do I allow this process to stop me from having kids long, in the future? Well, Rich wanted her to he wanted her to go ahead and have kids now. But that wasn't her ultimate plan, right? So, he's making it about him. Whereas Sabrina was very clear from the very beginning about her plans in having kids, in the future. So she was not on board with that. So now we are back here where now this whole debacle about the sperm donation has caused, the breakdown of the relationship. So now we are at the Sisters finale and of course, Sabrina went on the trip with the money. It was a work trip. Rich was not comfortable with that. He was insecure about that. So when she got back, she was like, hey, we can just call it a quits. He was acting petty when she went to the restaurant to talk about it because he ghosted her. He wasn't answering her calls. All right, they called it off. So now Sabrina gets a visit from Calvin. Now, how is Calvin popping up out of nowhere in the episode. And did y'all see who is this Calvin that then popped up out of nowhere? But I was glad that they had the conversation, because I was like, listen, we don't need another Sabrina and Calvin relationship. But that's not what happened. So Rich ended up popping up over Sabrina's house when as Calvin was really about to leave. So of course he looking, suspicious, like, who is this guy? Another guy? But they didn't make a big deal out of it. And that's when Sabrina and Rich came to terms that they needed to go ahead and end the relationship. Okay. So he left, and then y'all, later on in the episode, Sabrina goes to the juice shop, and who does she see Rich getting it on with in the juice shop, y'all? Penelope. Wait a minute. Tyler Perry and these writers, they got us all over the place, y'all. Sabrina watch walks in on Penelope and Rich getting it in the juice shop, y'all. So you tell me, who's selfish here? Who's thinking about themselves? Who was really committed to the relationship? Was it Rich or was it Sabrina? So Rich, if it was that easy for you to jump the bones of Penelope, how much did you really love her? Come on now. Come on now. I saw a lot of, reviews across these internet streets that was saying Sabrina was the selfish one. Y'all let me know down in the comments, who do you believe was the selfish one, was the inconsiderate one? Was it Rich or was it Sabrina, y'all? Because all the behaviors are pointing right back at Rich. Now, let's talk about Penelope here for a little bit. Penelope, now you desperate, okay? You lonely. Andy is getting all of the men that got the men all at just at her every beck and call, right? So Penelope, you that desperate, you just gonna go in for Rich? You gonna go in for what's the other guy now? Y'all know I cannot think of the people name when I'm recording. I'm doing a live and it's still the same thing. What is the lawyer? What's the lawyer name, y'all? That Andy, we said this early on, that Andy and him was going to rekindle some things. So she just automatically kissed this man. Penelope, that I didn't like that. Y'all let me know if what are your thoughts about Penelope and showing this desperation, just kissing the lawyer and then going in, just jumping the bones of Rich. I didn't like that look. It wasn't becoming at all. At all. Okay, y'all like the video, please. So though I was heated, y'all. I'm sorry. Rich and Penelope and Sabrina, that moment, that really, upset my spirit. Now, when Rich noticed that Sabrina saw them, he goes running after her. Rich, what do you expect Sabrina to do? Forgive you? What are you going to say? What happened in this situation? What did he expect her to say? I said it before. Bye, Rich. Get out of here. Your services are no longer needed. Sabrina is going to. I predict Sabrina is going to kindle some things with the money. Okay, that's what I predict. It may or may not work, but they're gonna see what's going to happen with that, because they got to draw out her being pregnant and how that situation is going to work. Okay? But Penelope didn't like that look at all. Um Now, Andy, I'm gonna come back and do another live, talking about the scene with Andy being kidnapped, um, and how we what we find out as far as who stabbed Gary. Now, the shocking part of that, it wasn't shocking. It wasn't shocking to me. It came out of left field for me. So, but I will come back and do a live on that. Y'all let me know your thoughts about it. But listen, y'all, I'm telling you, the entire episode, what stood out and upset my spirit was Sabrina, Rich, and Penelope. Okay? Y'all like this video. Y'all hit subscribe. And look, y'all have a good day on purpose. And if you caught the tail end of the live, go back and rewind. Because look, this is my second live. And hey, I got to get used to this thing. Okay? Y'all have a good day on purpose. Bye.